we go anywhere, we can find as a definition of neoliberalism the name of an economic system that focuses on reducing the power the government exercises over the economy. This economic system speaks that if individuals can pursue their own interests with freedom, as a result, the collective improvement will be much more beneficial than government action. This supports individualism as well. This stream also includes religious freedom and economic freedom. Its origin dates from the early 80s at the University of Chicago by a group of intellectuals and academics led by pro-capitalist philosopher Friedrich von Hayek and Milton Friedman, founding a doctrine that was against the New Deal and the Keynesianism. So they decided to form what is known as neoliberalism. This ideological movement is created and developed through intellectual groups called think tanks. Milton Friedman, who was a professor at the University of Chicago and faithful supporter of neoliberalism, proposed that the state does not mess in almost nothing in the national economy. Also suggested that economic control fall on the hands of private companies, ignoring completely the government. Among the issues widely promoted by neoliberalism are the extension of private initiative to all areas of economic activity, limiting the role of the state. Among the ideas and principles introduced by neoliberalism are the principle of subsidiarity of the state and especially the monetarism of the Chicago School that since the mid-50s became a critical opponent of economic intervention policies that were adopted worldwide, along with input from Keynesian macroeconomic approach. This ideology is currently dominating the policies of the global economy, but you need to know how he came up to dominate the world economy and what was the impact that caused the global economy. Two of the countries that were ruled primarily of liberalism speaking about the economy were the United States and England. The first with former President Ronald Reagan and the second with British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. The result of using this system in those countries has mixed results. In the UK, as an example, there was a sharp reduction in public sector size, but had negative consequences in the short term in social issues. The economy recovered and gave a great impetus to the productive sector. In the United States, similar actions clashed with the political apparatus and the Colin Reagan's militaristic environment, so only managed to create a large fiscal deficit. Because this system was implemented in global economic power such as US and UK, and also thanks to the success that resulted in the second one, this does not long in spreading through the world. Companies are convenient to use this system because if the state lost power over the economy, this would result in a more fruitful business for all of them. The advantages that neoliberalism brings to the economy are increase of macroeconomy in countries through exploding domestic products. If the company is well, the country is well, but the people suffer. Generates a large number of jobs. Maximum growth through consumerism. support to private property. Low-cost products. There is competition between enterprises. The monopoly is destroyed and give a free market in which there is a wide variety of products. But not everything is what it means to be. Behind these advantages, there are too many problems. That's why we emphasize the pros to find the negatives. While it is true that the macroeconomy of the country increases, the domestic market will decline to extinction in its total because big firms are absorbing all the smaller ones. These macro companies are not interested in anything more than your money. Because the state loses power over the economy, companies take this to weaken unions and by doing this gradually disappearing labor rights that workers deserve. If known that there is a free market, this encourages the entry of poor quality products. It's supposed to be a competition among firms. People can choose the product that suits them, but really there is not destruction of monopoly, because although there are different companies offering the same service, they all belong to the same owner. So practically, the total chain belongs to the most powerful company. Even if you generate a lot of jobs, should be noted that these jobs are only temporary and poorly paid as well, and do not provide any worker labor law and social security, vacations, payments, utilities,